Good morning, everyone. It's Mel from Everything Marmy. Okay, quick disclaimer. I did open this box already. I had a request from a number of you that you guys saw what I got in my second order from Hobonichi. And the other disclaimer is I had done a full other video on this box opening, and I've decided not to post that. For three reasons. I ask myself sometimes when I get on my what I call tangents or talks, Mel talks, is it helpful? Is it hurtful? And is it necessary? And if any of those particular questions end up resulting in an answer that is in any way, shape, or form not beneficial, then I'm uncomfortable. Because the way I want life to be is positive and beautiful and sharing and caring and kind. And I'm a flawed human being. I am completely flawed. And every so often I tend to go on my tangents. In my last video of this box opening, I did. And I'm sure now that has like queued up many of your ears and you're like, oh God, now I wish you posted it, Mel, because I want to see this controversial box opening. But believe me when I say, I'm not comfortable, and that's enough. So I'm going to let you see what I got, and I'll make fast work of it because I'll show you a few other things too that will allow me to move forward in the year that's coming up, which is odd because we're still in September of 2025. So it's really strange to me. We're just now entering autumn and we're looking at the new year. However, let me just go ahead with it. I did pre-open, as I said. I've looked at everything. I did a whole other video. I'm still killing fruit flies from my bloody bananas that I bring in the house. And yeah, so, and I taped off my dress. So I'm not going to read the front of the cover. In my first box opening, which isn't far back, you guys, I only had 2 items and the free gift and a pen. I had the diary, 5-year diary cover, and a cousin, which even though I requested an English one, it was a Japanese one, and I think that's because it didn't come with the cover. So if you're from North America and you order a cover and you get the book, it'll be an English book. If you request just the book, I think it's Japanese because mine was. So I have taken off most of these papers, which is kind of good. I mean, the way I've done it is kind of good. And there's like a visual of what I got. Let me just move one of my water bottles here. I feel like I have like 3 like different drinks. I've got like 2 water bottles sitting here, and I've got like a Powerade over in my kitchen. Very typical of me. So I'll allow you to look into the box here. I did get 3 more of these bands. I do have one which I've attached this now to this case, which is Hobonichi. And I've put that one inside of here. And I love these because they're a great tool for holding closed your books, especially like the Hobonichi like cover books. So I got those 3. I got this Weeks, which is the dot Weeks. And I put it back in the plastic, obviously. This one kind of grabbed me. It grabbed me because of its simplicity and the fact that, I don't know if many of you have noticed, but from my, like, clothing, I tend to wear a very capsule wardrobe. I'll have a few things of color, and please, you know, excuse the nails, which have to be filled. But they grow really fast, and I'm not willing to, you know, go every 2 weeks. So I might as well throw out that cover now. I don't need it. So it's quite a shiny, regular. I don't have the Mega. I do have like a older Mega Sneaker Weeks. So if I need to use one, I already have one. And did I bring it down? Yeah, I did bring it down. This is from, so that's the Mega, and you can tell like there's a lot of room up here. And I think this was last year's, yeah. So if I have to redate this one to use it, like for my medical stuff, then that's what I plan on doing. And then, I don't know, we'll see. So I have this one here, and like you can see, the 2026 is etched in the front. And on the spine, it's etched right there. So it's really hard to see. But I like the simplicity of it. And it is by this artist here. I'm not even going to attempt his name. So I'll let you see it. And it's got the pocket. And there's nothing really special about it, guys. We know those are going to be cut off. And the only difference between this book and my current book is that there's 2 extra note pages. So currently there's 73, and in this book there is 75. So that's a good change. So that tells me they must have taken something out. You've got your favorites, your My 100. Now I was going to split this up. I was going to do 50 of books that I want to read in the year, which is my goal for next year, and 50 new recipes I want to try. And that allows me almost 1 new recipe a week and 1 book a week. So I thought I'd do that. And then these are memories, which I think is neat. So you could do like your winter, spring, summer, and fall memories. And then 12 switches to help you focus. Well, that's good, because I don't focus very well at all, you guys. And I love this 365 days checkoff sheet, and I plan on using this very specifically for my exercise next year on walking. So every day that I walk, I'm going to use this. And you have addresses and your own personal information. And I think that this page is going to be very key, because if something happens to your phone and you lose your data or something happens to it, then, or if you're somewhere and you've lost your phone and you need to call somebody from somebody else's phone, you have their numbers. Because I don't know about you guys, but me, I don't know any number. I don't know my kids' phone number. I don't know anybody's number. So that's the weeks I got. And yeah, I like it. It can have a cover on it or not. Do I have a spare cover? I thought I had ordered covers in this lot, and I didn't. So I had gone up to my room to see if I had any, and I think the only one I came up with, I might have to play around here with you guys, is this one here. So I might switch these two around, because the Sneaker Weeks would look better in this older one. And this is a really old one, you guys. Like, this is from Angel Shop. I think this will look better on here. And I don't mind redating. And yeah, see, this one fits way better on here already, I can tell. I hope you guys are all doing well. Sorry I didn't post a video yesterday, you guys. Yeah, that fits so much better and is pretty. I like it. It encourages me to use it, and it feels really nice too, because it's like bumpy. Okay, but that wasn't this year's. Let's put this year's in a cover. And I like covers because if I wanted to put something on the inside, I could. And it also allows me to hold the pocket as well as the artist's information. And maybe I didn't order, like I thought I had ordered covers this time, but I must have been smart and knew I had some from last year. I don't know. So I went looking, and of course I found them. So there you go. And yeah, those are going to bother me, so we're going to get rid of those right now because I don't use them. And to leave them in there would drive me crazy. Okay, bye-bye. They're great if you like bookmarks, but yeah, so that's nice, isn't it? So I got that, and then I got, of course, the Yumi Kitagishi A6 cover. How could I not, you guys? How could I not? I've already taken the decant out of there, and what sold me was these beautiful little pen loops on the A6. And that has the back cover. Now, I didn't go crazy on the Yumi items. I could have. I mean, they had everything from, well, I got sticker sheets, but I don't know where I got those sticker sheets. And where are they? Yeah, I had 2 packages of sticker sheets, but to be honest, I can't remember where I got them. Because they weren't in a Hobonichi order, so I don't know. And I know that Amazon charges $60 a sheet, and I wouldn't have paid that. But they have this app thing again, which I'll leave out. And these books, apparently, there's a number of them. So this one is number 3. And in my last Hobonichi, which I did bring down. Okay, just bear with me, you guys. Because I have one of these bands on it. It got caught. So I had ordered these bands from last year, and you know, it took me a while to figure them out too, but I love them. So this book is book number 1. Okay, and that does make a difference because inside there is a coloring page like that. And so this one starts with 6, which is blue at the bottom. So it goes level 1, level 2, and then level 3 for hardness. And then you've got all these cute designs you can cut out and add to your books of the robots and the stuff, you know. Great ephemera, you know, you could cut them out, you know. So that was in the first one. And this one, like I said, is in Japanese, even though I ordered it in English. And so that makes me think maybe without the cover, it comes in Japanese. I don't know. But I just put this band on it because this cover actually feels really snug on it. I wonder if I have another cover. This is for the Han, but I'm thinking that maybe, see, I have a Han one. And I'm sorry about this, guys, because I know it's not your traditional, oh God, it's loud. Last year, I remember, like, everything to open was seriously really loud. I ordered quite a lot last year, and I really held back this year because I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. And I didn't order a Han this year because I still haven't used my Han from last year, but that's okay. But I wonder if the Han will fit better than this one, and we're going to find out in the next bit. So right now I've just got that on there to hold it closed. Obviously it would stretch, become quite big. If any of you know me, I stuff my books, and I didn't get an Avec this year, although I have another Avec from last year. So there we go. Just keep that over here until we're ready for it. So yeah, this is number 3. All that to say that. And then here is the life book, which is the English Monday Start. And I didn't open this earlier. Let's see. I'll just cut it. I like to cut it at the top because I like to tip these into my junk journals, and it gives you this fabulous window here of parchment paper. So I like that. And then this one is another number 3. So we've looked at that already. And this is different because they've color-coded the numbers in the A6 this year, where they didn't in the earlier books. I can show you. This one, oh yes, it was color-coded. Okay, I take that back. So this is the 2026. So you get another coloring book with this, or not a coloring book, but like a Techo Life book. So essentially you get one with the cover and one with the book. And so that is the Yumi Kitagishi cover. These images are like, they feel plasticky. And in here, it says in Japanese, Happy Special Nothing Day, I believe, which is a great concept. And then these are all built in, and I really like that. And here's the cat, so I could literally put the cat there if I wanted to. And the life book covers up that, so I would take that, put that in there. So very nice. These bookmarks have nothing on the end at all. And I was considering getting the bookmark that they had on the site, and I think it cost 12 Canadian, and separating it because it had the white cats on it, and then attaching them to the ribbon, but I opted not to do that. So this needs a cover on cover. Let's see if I have one. And obviously it's been used before because I see it's been cut. Do I have another one? No. So for whatever reason, I must have done that. It would have been easier if I did it without the book. So you get a box opening and a setup at the same time, you guys. I didn't know what I was going to do, but believe me, this video is already better than the last one. Okay. And then as for this book, you know, I'll slowly add stickers to the front, and I tend to use these as dailies or art books or whatever. And the difference between the A6, which is exactly half of the A5, let me show you. Most of you know, I'm preaching to the choir, but it's exactly half. But if you're brand new and you don't know, it's exactly half. And then if you flip it over, here's your A5. So it's a really cool concept. So I'll slowly add stickers and likely tape, like just use like packing tape to cover it. But I love being able to be creative in a book. And I really didn't need another book, but they weren't selling the covers without the books. So I didn't know that because last year I kind of stocked up, but nonetheless, there is my A6. There is my weeks. I got a couple of more robots. They're called Tiny Robot Paperweight. And so they're cute. And my last thing in the box, apart from the 3 pens, because you get a pen for your weeks, but not a robot. I don't know why. I think they're about the same price. I'd have to check, but yeah, you don't. And so this box is decent enough that I can, if I was going to, like a lot of people store their stuff in there, I don't. I use like bins. I don't use like cardboard boxes. But for a long time, I was saving up all the boxes. So I got 3 pens, and I've heard a lot of people say that they're like brown and blue, but they're actually burgundy and blue. And the comparison to the 2024 pen, and I've shown this already, but let's just open her up if I can. Oh God, come on you. Let's see. Let's see where she's at. So I've got a couple of, oh, there was the recent one. Okay, I'd already had one open. Let's see if I can find the 2024 pen. It's not in there. Okay, won't be sliding off my lap now. Okay, you're gonna slide off my lap. You can go over there. Sorry, you guys. But what I'm trying to demonstrate, I absolutely love their pens. That I will say. And I think that's why I pay the outrageous shipping price, is for their pens, because I love them. Okay, well, in my, it must be, let me just see if it's in here real quick. Okay, there's the blue one. Isn't that funny? Like, I'm finding every other one. Oh, there we go. So, there's the 2024. And here, here is the 2026. And I'm going to get good and close so you guys can see the difference. That's brown and that's gray. This is burgundy and that's blue. Do you see? So they're not the same. They're similar. And every body is designed the same, you guys. So you can literally make your own combinations. You can take one and add the bottom of another one if you want. Like the, I'll just grab last year's, what everybody was calling ketchup and mustard or Sesame Street, right? I actually quite liked it because they tend to theme out the pens towards the major collections, right? So, like, there was a lot of color in last year's collection. So I have quite a few of the pens. I've been purchasing from Hobonichi for 6 years, and 2 of the years I didn't order direct from them. I ordered through Amazon. And the only reason I got this pen is because I went on eBay to get it. So, so technically those are the pens that I got officially. Okay, but that's the difference between the two of the pens, is my point. Okay, so we can take that away. And the final thing, so there's the pens, there's the robots. Let's move that. Let's move that back up there. I'll take that away. We'll put these where you guys can see them, hopefully. Can you see everything? There we go. Okay. So the last thing I got was the A5 cover. And I debated between the A5 cover and the large drawer pouch. And I'm an A5 girly. And honestly, now that I think about it, I really, really should have gone for the pouch. I think I would have gotten more use out of it, although I have pouches, obviously, a lot of pouches, but I don't have a large one. And in comparison, being that I already had a Hobonichi, this was more expensive than the pouch. So, I don't know, that was a flaw on my part, but I don't I don't necessarily want to go ahead and buy any more stuff because I don't really need it. Now, I'm going to take this out, you guys, and it's loud, so I'll put it under the table. This year, what I noticed with the Yumi covers was, let's just put that plastic away. And I'll show you last year's, is that the insides are exactly the same. Exactly. Except for these little tabs on the end. That's the only difference. And these are to imitate like table settings, like a tablecloth, but everything else is exactly the same. You've got the same material. You've got the same designs. You've got the same Happy Special Nothing Day. The pictures here, although this comes up a little bit more than this one. I think it's just the design of it. And you've got the cats on it, which is really busy. Like, it's a busy cover. And I have something that will change that, and I'll show you that in a minute. So because I love Yumi so much, and I'm just going to bring out something here. Last year I'd ordered this one, okay, this cover, which is green. And last year's A5 cover was this one, which I just have the papers in, the Hobonichi papers, and some of the things. But you can tell, like, the insides were different. You see? Different images. And then the year before, I missed out on the Yumi cover. So I got this off of eBay. And again, it's quite busy. And there was really nothing except this on the cover. I didn't get the A5. I just got this one. I don't believe I got the A5 anyway. I might have. But I like the A6s, like, for art style. So, like, her artwork is beautiful, but I preferred last year's. That was my favorite, was last year's. But still, and sometimes it's too much of a good thing. You see what I'm saying? So, likely that'll be it for the Yumi stuff, because I don't want too much of a good thing. And that's why I didn't go with the stickers. And sorry about the wrinkle. Let me just pull this stuff out to show you what I did. I actually found on a website of her artwork this booklet, you see, and this is her artwork, and she does magnificent art. So I would find, if that cover bothered me after a while, I would find an image, like I would take the staple out, find an image, like say that one, or that one, and put it
at the front of the cover like that. And then on the back, I would put, like, say something else, or put, you know, this, I'd cut that and put that on the back and that on the front. And you can do that with a cover on cover. And it's the same with these. So I'll just flip through the rest of the papers so that you guys can see. That's her Alice in Wonderland. And granted, Yumi's not for everybody. She's quite busy in her artwork. There's a lot to look at, a lot to see. But, you know, like something like this, or like this, it's very whimsical, magical, fun, fantasy. There's the white cats there. So this was in 2024. So really, I would expect that next year is going to be something like this, or something like that, or something that's in this book, to which I'm not going to have to go there because I already have a book.
And then for this cover here, I purchased these postcards. And the store was, I'll hold it up close in case you're interested. Miko Shelley Corp. Okay. And it's the same images, but in this size. You see, so if I wanted to like change the images, I could slide that in there. And I got 2 sets of these. I don't know if I did it as a mistake, and I think I did. You know how sometimes, or it was 2 for 1 or something. See, there's the writing board. This one I don't have plastic for. Could have been a bonus because I bought the book and the set of cards from the same seller. I'm not even sure, you guys. My memory's not that good. But this is certainly something that I could put in a draw, in a future draw, if you guys had enough interest in wanting one. So, but I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay, I think it's too much of a good thing now. Like once I ordered it, once I looked at the books, once I went through my, my phase, and now it's out of my system. I do things in 3s. I had 3 girls. When I was married, my husband and I were like 3 years and 3 months apart. And now I have 3 Yumi books. So here's the decant, or the desiccant. Don't eat it. And let's look at the book. And like I said, I like to cut through the top like that, because these bags are the equivalent of, like, they're super strong, right? Like it would take a lot to rip them. So you can store so much in them and still have a pocket. So you can label what they are. So I really, like, I'm all about that. So I can take everything here that I want to save as my ephemera and put it in there. you know, like this, of course, would go inside of, back inside of this book here. And I'm pretty sure this came out of the weeks. Where are you? But it won't fit in there. So we'll fit it with this one. So far I have a 3 and a 1 of those. And let's see how the pen goes with it. Not that I ever close it up this way, you guys. I don't. Like, I would prefer my usual way. So I think I'll do it my usual way because I don't like to close it that way. I like to take like these things. Okay, where is a little ripper thingy? And I like the big ones even in here because as they get fuller, they're stronger. So in the beginning, these ones are okay. But then as they get bigger, so then that's how I'd close it, like that. Okay, and then let's get this one set up. So the Hobonichi, everybody pretty much knows, I believe. You know, this year they had like color-coded tabs, color-coded pens. Their pens were very like pricey, so I just opted to go on Amazon and get their pens. I did a haul on those pens on my channel, and they were very inexpensive. I love that this is in here again because, you know, I can make any habit that I want to change or do. Like, say, for example, I want to walk every day and I want to drink water. So I can put an X over it if I drank my water, and I can color it a certain color, like one of the 3 colors that I do, which is pink for under 10,000, green for over 10,000, and orange for over 15,000. And then I could just do that, right? And then if I drank water, I could exit. And if I did something else, I could, you know. So I can make a code here and then use it that way. I love this. It also says getting the most out of your techo. Download city. Oh, you can like scan to get like bonus pages and covers. That's kind of neat. Journaling dice. Dear Dicery. The Stationery Club. So they've upped their marketing, obviously. And then words to remember. Many of you have asked me about how do I find my word of the day. So I'm going to do a whole separate video about how you can do that. Because many of you like that for your daily pages in your books. And it could be used as a backup on those days when you really feel like you have nothing to write or you don't have a whole lot to write. So I can do a whole video on that. And then a comfortable night's sleep, 12 switches to help you focus, like I said, memories. And then here's my 100 again. So like I said, I could do my to be read, TBRs, and then recipes. I am considering wrapping my books in butcher block paper and numbering them and putting the numbers in a jar and just drawing them and reading that. And as long as I read one book a week, I will hit my goal of 50 books a year. That's fiction books, guys. That's not the books I study, but that's easy fiction books. So what that means is I'm allowing my brain to rest. And then this graphed paper for anything you want to track, your weight, your steps, whatever. Like, I mean, I'd be curious how many steps I did over the course of 365 days, because I'm a numbers person. This timetable here, I really like this idea because I'm not in school, but I am a student of life. And so there are 7 days of the week here, Monday to Friday, okay? So 7. So what I like about this is that if you looked at your life as a circle and identified the top 7 aspects of your life, the social, financial, the exercise, your sleep, entertainment, dietary, and responsibilities. There you go, right? Or instead of responsibilities, you're adulting, you're parenting, your chores, all of that stuff. Then you can start allocating time. But what you've got to remember is giving yourself time too. And that's where you can say, look, I'm going to take myself on a 2-hour date day on Wednesday of this week because it's important. Self-care is really important. You do get a few, very few. I think it's only like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you get 6 grid pages after the end of the year. So you could do your pen testing here. And then your weeks are all here. There's so many different creative ways of doing your weeks. I think one of my next few videos, I will flip one of my biggest journals. Look at that, it says 2027 because it goes into December. And then it also gives you January of 2027, February, March. Wow, so it gives you 15 months basically. And I know I'm doing this backwards, you guys, but and then you get, here's the year, last year or this year that we're on now, and then the year after. And then these pages. And this is where you can write your word of the year. You can do your tracking. You can even double them up to have flips to do both. All sorts of things. You've got stuff down here. You got stuff up here. And you've got your 12 months. And I believe you even get another page in between. That's December. So you can pre-plan December before January. So you actually get 16 months of calendar in here. So that's quite a lot in this one book. And this is number 2. So again, more ephemera. Let's see what number's in the corner. Number 4, which is orange. So I haven't seen anybody do this yet. Likely because we're all busy and we haven't really done it. But I'm certain that there's somebody out there that's like on a race to get it done. So
I'll sneak that in there. Now I want to put a cover on this. And I did have one, but where did I put it? Where, oh where? Here we go. So I do have a cover on cover. Now, does it have a back pocket? Yeah, so I need the one with the back pocket. And I'm going to use the Han cover because I used the regular cover on this other one and it's snug. It's really snug. Do you see that? Like it's already like pinching. And I'm going to have to take a hairdryer to it to stretch that plastic. You know, and this isn't going to stay, but I've only put that on there just to kind of get that. But it's already, do you see what it's doing to the spine? Like it's pinching that spine in. You see? I'm pushing it out like that. So, part of me shouldn't put this on there at all, but then it would open up like that. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, because these covers are supposed to fit. Is that a Hobonichi cover? No, this is a Midori one, I think. So I might have to just reuse, yeah, I might have to reuse a cover or dig and see if I've got another one. But I know the Han, which looks dirty. I don't know why it looks dirty, but I could take the other Han cover off and use that one if this one actually fits nice. But I've watched a couple of people that said that their books felt snug. See, this one also doesn't want to like close much. Look how dirty this one is. My goodness. What did it land on? Something sticky, obviously. That's okay. I'm not perfect anyway, but it'll allow me to put stickers on it and then, or like slide something underneath. And I really don't need anything on here, but because I have it, like, why not? When you're an artist or a creative, you should never be embarrassed about having stuff on your books. You're gonna get it. Like, otherwise you I don't know. Like, I don't have perfect books, you guys, and I'm not here to judge other people, but I don't think I will ever have perfect books. Okay, so this goes in here. And I will probably start decorating already, like little things, and start figuring out what I want to do, unlike last year. Because I know how I am in December, and I tend to get hit with something called SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. And then I'm slow to start my books. And if I've got my book set up already, it'll help. So I'm one of those people that it's like pin the tail on me. And I was telling a friend that, you know, I should start a shop that sells like badges instead of stickers with like all of our things that are wrong with us. Like an Etsy shop, so that people know that, hey, like, don't mess with me. I have this. And oh my goodness. But of course I wouldn't do it. So I just have to kind of bend it in a little. And there she is. And then this book will go in here. And I will add a pen in here. And I think the colors go really well. Like, I really love the colors of the pen this year. And I think I'm going to switch these around. So I've got that one there. I think for this, yeah, I think I'm going to switch this one to go in here, move the pocket into the back, that there, move the pocket so I can still see it. Okay, come here, you. Huh? Good Lord. Don't fight with me. Okay. And then I'll use this one on the A6. And like I said, I like the bigger one instead of the smaller one for the A6 because they do actually, in my personal opinion, they're stronger. And that's why I like them. So that is my haul, you guys. Like, with my little robot guys. Now I've already got a robot. Let me just pull him out so I don't have to open those ones up. Let's see where you are, little robot. I fired you in here. I was telling my daughter about it. She's in Japan right now, and she was like, she wants one. So I already shown this in my last video. And I weighed it. It's 0.01 of a kg. Like, it's so small, you guys. Let me show you. Like, it's tiny. And it says love in its tummy. It's got a little happy face on its backpack. It says Hobonichi in Japanese on the back. And apparently a couple of years ago, like 2016 or 15, they had a little metal bear. So I think every 10 years they do little metal figures, apparently. So, and then I just gently put it back in here. And like I said, I'm not sure why you don't get one when you buy a Weeks. As opposed to like the A6. I don't think there's much of a difference in money. Oh, don't run away. Trying to get this in here. Okay. So yeah, I got two because I got the cousin and the A6 Techo from Hobonichi, but you don't get one for the Weeks, and I'm just trying to get this guy put away. Well, that's everything, you guys. Like, we're almost at the hour, and this was a far better video, I would say, than my other one. And I just want to wish you a blessed and beautiful day. I hope you all are doing well, really, truly. And I still haven't answered the comments yet. I'm going to have to take some time to do that. It would probably be before Friday, you guys, or before the weekend anyway. And it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays are just crazy for me. So, like right now, it's in the wee hours of the morning on a Wednesday, and I don't sleep very much. So, but that's good because I can do a video now. Anyway, this is what I got, and I also have this other cousin, and the cover from my 5-year, which turned out I didn't actually need. So all said and done, I didn't do too bad. I didn't go crazy with all the little accessories, and I could have, you guys. I really could have. Like, it's in my nature to. I could have, but I have restrained myself this year because I realized how much stuff I actually have. And so it's tempting. It's really tempting. But okay, you guys, I want you all to remember we are all perfectly imperfect. You are loved, needed, and wanted far, far more than you will ever know. And I hope each and every one of you finds something to smile about today. That somebody in your life calls you, hugs you, makes you feel warm and alive, and that you know that somebody's thinking of you. Until next time, you guys, have a great day. Bye for now.